Hello everyone, welcome in the mathematics class. Today's topic is more on fraction. Today we will study about many things about the fraction. Two main things are equivalent fractions and like fractions. So first of all, we will study about the equivalent fractions. So which are the fractions are called equivalent fractions? So first of all, the fractions that have different numerator and denominator but are equal to the same value means their numerator and denominators are different but their value is same. That is called the equivalent fraction. For example, 2 by 4 and 3 upon 6 both are equivalent in nature. These fractions represent the same proportion of the whole. When we will reduce 2 by 4 and 3 by 6, we will get the final answer, that is 1 by 2, which is same value. So we can say that 2 upon 4 and 3 upon 6 are equivalent fractions. So with some examples, we will continue learning of the equivalent fractions. So how we will get the equivalent fractions? If we multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same number other than 0, we will get an equivalent fraction. We will get the equivalent fraction by two ways. First way is by multiplication and the second is by division. But when we multiply or divide, the number should be same, which we are multiplying with the numerator as well as with the denominator, and the number should not be 0. Other any number except 0. Now here, tick the equation which are showing the equivalent fraction. Here three fractions are there, three figures are shown. We will see their fraction and find out that they are equivalent or not. First, the shaded part is yellow and the second is blue and the third is the brown is the shaded part. From this figure, we will come to know that the first two figures, the shaded part is same. But in the third part, the shaded part is little bit more than the previous two. It means that the first and the second both are showing the equivalent fraction, but the third is not equivalent to the previous ones. So we can tick mark these two, and this third one is not equivalent example. The next example is here. You can see the shaded part of these three figures. From these three fractions, we will come to know that the shaded part is equal. So we can say that these three fractions are equivalent fractions. So with this, we will come to know from the shaded part. If we will see only the shaded part, we will come to know that the fractions are equivalent or not. So let us take some examples so understand it better. The first one is fill in the blanks. The sum is 1 upon 2 equal dash upon 10. In this sum, we know the denominator of left side as well as on the right side. The left side is 2 and the right side, the denominator is 10. So we will take the denominator and find out 2 into 5 equal 10. If we will multiply 5 with the denominator, we will get the right side denominator, that is 10. It means which number is used to get the equivalent fraction, that number is 5. So in the previous question, I told you that we will multiply and divide by the same number. So we will multiply. The numerator is 1 is given, 1 into 5 equal 5. So what the blank is? The blank is 5. 1 upon 2 equal 5 upon 10. Let us take one more example. The next sum is 6 upon 7 equal 36 upon. Here the numerator one side is 6 and the another side is 36. So we will come to know that 6 into 6 equal 36. So the denominator will be 7 into 6 equal 42. So our answer is 6 upon 7 equivalent to 36 upon 42. In this way, we will find out the blank. The blank may be in the numerator or in the denominator. Let us take some other more examples. Write the equivalent fractions with the denominator 30. Here the denominator is given 30. So we have to write the equivalent fraction. Here is the sum. 3 upon 10 equal dash upon 30. So the denominator will be 30. So how the 30 will come? In the denominator, let us take the denominator. Of the left side is 10 into 3 equal 30. So this number which we are multiplying should be same. So numerator will be 3 into 3 equal 9. So our answer is 3 upon 10 equal 9 upon 30. The same number we have multiplied from the denominator, we will come to know that how this 10 become 30. Then same number we will multiply with the numerator and find out the blank space. Now let us take one more example. The next sum is 4 upon 5 equivalent dash upon 30. So the denominator 5 into 6 equal 30. So in the numerator also we will multiply 4 by 6. 4 into 6 equal 24. So our answer is 4 upon 5 equal 24 upon 30. In this way, students, we will find out the numerator if the denominator is given, like in this question, the denominator is given 30. So we will find out how the denominator will become 30. So same number is used to multiply with the numerator to find out the blank space. Now, let us take the next one. Write the equivalent fraction with the numerator 30. In this sum, the numerator is given 30 and we have to find out the blank space of the denominator. The sum is 1 upon 3 equal 36 upon dash. So how this 1 become 36 in the case of the numerator? 1 into 36 equal 36. So same number is multiplied. I have shown with this red. The denominator is 3 into 36 equal 108. So the answer is 1 upon 3 equivalent 36 upon 108. The next sum is 3 upon 4 equivalent 36 upon blank. So numerator 3 is given, 3 into 12 equal 36. So 12 is multiplied with the numerator. So same number is multiplied with the denominator and we will find out the blank space. So denominator is 4 into 12 equal 48. So answer is 3 upon 4 equal 36 upon 48. In this way, students, we can find out the numerator as well as denominator. So there are two ways to write the equivalent fraction. The first way is by multiplication and the second method is by division. We will take the example one by one to understand it better. So first of all, we will take the multiplication method. how we can write the equivalent fraction by multiplication. Here is our sum. The sum is 3 upon 7. 3 upon 7. When we are writing the equivalent fraction, the same number is multiplied with the numerator as well as with the denominator. So, our numerator is 3 into 2, denominator 7 into 2, equivalent 6 upon 14. And this one is equivalent and the second equivalent 3 into 5 upon 7 into 5 equal 15 upon 35. So 6 upon 14, 15 upon 35 are equivalent fractions of 3 upon 7. In this way, we can write the equivalent fraction may be 2, 3, 4, as many we can. The next sum is 7 upon 10. So equivalent fraction is 7 into 6 upon 10 into 6 equivalent 42 upon 60. And the next number 7 up into 4 upon 10 into 4 equivalent 28 upon 40. So students, 42 upon 60, 28 upon 40 are two equivalent fractions of 7 upon 10. This is the method of writing the equivalent fraction by multiplication. So let us start the next one, the writing the equivalent fraction by division. Here is the example. The sum is 12 upon 18. So first of all, before dividing, we have to see that 12 and 18 both should be divisible by same number. And we know that 12 and 18 both are divisible by 2. So we divided it by 2. 12 divided by 2 upon 18 divided by 2 equal 6 upon 9. And the second, now we got one fraction, that is 6 upon 9 is equivalent fraction of 12 upon 18. Now we will take 6 upon 9 and we know that both are divisible by 3. 6 divided by 3 upon 9 divided by 3 equivalent 2 upon 7. So now 6 upon 9 is equivalent to 2 upon 3 is equivalent to 12 upon 18. So this is the way of writing the equivalent fraction by division. One more example. Question is 20 upon 40. 20 and 40 both are divisible by 5. So 20 divided by 5 upon 40 divided by 5 equal 4 upon 8. Now 4 upon 8 are divisible by 4. So 4 divided by 4 upon 8 divided by 4 equal 1 by 2. 4 upon 8 and 1 by 2 are equivalent fractions of 20 upon 40 by the method of division. This is the way of writing the equivalent fractions by multiplication and by division. Now come to the next topic. The next one is like fraction. Here the equivalent fraction is over. Now the second type of fraction is the like fraction. So students, first of all, we will study which are like fractions. The like fractions are the fractions with same denominator are called like fractions. If the fractions are having same denominator, they are called the like fractions. And how we will get the like fraction? We will get the like fraction by multiplying the denominator with the denominator of the other fraction. To keep the fraction equivalent, we multiply the numerator too. So we will get the like fraction by cross multiplying the numerator with the denominator of the other fractions. If the denominators are same, that is called like fractions. Let us take some example to understand it better. Change to like fraction. If the fraction is not like, we can change it into like fraction. How we will change it? The sum is 5 upon 7, 7 upon 9. See, here one side the denominator is 7 and the other side denominator is 9. Means both are not like fraction. So how we will change them into like fraction? By the method of cross multiplication with the denominator. The sum is 5 into 9. Why we multiply by 9? Because this side the denominator is 9. So by cross multiplying with the denominator, 5 into 9 upon 7 into 9 equal 45 upon 63. Now we will take the second part, that is 7 into 7. Why we multiply it with 7? Because the left side fraction is having the denominator 7. 7 into 7 upon 7 into 9 equal 49 upon 63. Now 45 upon 63 and 49 upon 63 both are having the denominator 63. So both are like fraction. So in this way, students, if the fractions are not like, we can change them into like fraction by multiplying the numerator and the denominator with the denominator of other fraction. This is the way to change it into like fraction. Now, we will study about, are the fractions equivalent? If the fractions are given, and we have to find out that they are equivalent or not. Let us take the example. The first example is 3 upon 7 and the another fraction is 1 upon 8. We have to see that they are equivalent or not. Let us see how we will do. We will cross multiply. Look here, 3 upon 7 and the other fraction is 1 upon 8. We will cross multiply the denominator with the numerator of other fraction. So we will get 3 into 8 equal 24 and the other fraction 7 into 1 equals 7. So one side the product is 24 and the other side product is 7. As the product of both the sides are not equal, these products are not equal, so it means that these fractions are not equivalent. If the products are equal, they are called equivalent fraction. After cross multiplying the denominator with the numerator of the other fraction, if the product are same, they are equivalent fraction, otherwise they are not equivalent fractions. So this question, the fractions are not equivalent. So now with this your exercise 10 is over. Now we will come to the 10B. In this exercise, students, we have to compare the fractions. We have to find out the fraction, which fraction is equal, greater than or less than. So first rule is, among like fraction, the one with the greatest numerator is greatest. If the fractions are like fractions, means denominators are same, then we will see the numerator only. If the numerator is bigger, that fraction is greater. If the numerator is smaller, that fraction is smaller. That is the case of like fractions. Now, second rule, among fractions whose numerators are equal, the one, if the numerators are equal, then what is the rule? The one with the smallest denominator is the greatest. If the denominator is smaller, that is the greatest fraction. This is the rule number 2. Now rule number 3, among unlike fraction. If the fraction is unlike, then cross multiply and compare the product. Then we will cross multiply the numerator with the denominator of other fraction and see the product. Which product is greater? That fraction is greater. These are the 3 rules of comparing the fraction. If we know these 3 rules, we can compare the fraction and we can write the order ascending as well as descending order. Both we can write. Now, first of all, we will compare 4 upon 5, 3 upon 5. Look, students, these are equivalent. These are like fractions because the denominator is same. If the denominator is same, we will see the numerator. One side numerator is 4 and the other side numerator is 3. So this fraction is greater than this fraction. So what step is? The denominator are same, so compare the numerator. The greater numerator is 4, so the greater fraction is 4 by 5. So how we will write? We will put the sign of the greater sign. 4 upon 5 is greater than 3 upon 5. This is the case if the fractions are like fraction. We will see only the numerator. Greater numerator is the greater fraction. Now we will study about the other fraction where the fractions are not like. These fractions are not like 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 7. But numerators are same. The numerators are equal. The one with the smallest denominator is greater. So 3 upon 5 is greater than 3 upon 7. So what we will write? The sign of the greater than will go towards other side. So this is the way to find out which fraction is greater and which fraction is smaller. In this way we can compare. Now we will compare 2 upon 4 and 3 upon 6. These are not like fractions. So which rule is there? Make the fractions equivalent like fractions. To get the same denominator, we can cross multiply and compare the products. The question is 2 upon 4 and next side is 3 upon 6. So 2 into 6 upon 4 into 6 equal 12 upon 24. And the other fraction 3 into 4 upon 6 into 4 equal 12 upon 24. So we are having two fractions now after multiplication. Both are 12 upon 24, equivalent 12 upon 24. So we will put the sign equal because the product after cross multiplication is equal. So both the fractions are equal. Now compare the mixed fraction. Here the fractions are mixed fraction. How we will compare the mixed fraction? Students, first of all, we have to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So how we will do? 4 into 2 plus 1 upon 2. And the another side 3 into 3 plus 1 upon 3. We will get 9 upon 2 and 10 upon 3. Now we will make them like fraction. because they are not a like fraction. We will change them into like fraction. So how we will convert it? 9 into 3 upon 2 into 3. And second side, by cross multiplying, here the denominator is 2. So we will multiply here by 2 to the numerator as well as to the denominator. So 10 into 2 upon 2 into 3, and we will get 27 upon 6 and 20 upon 6. Now they are the like fraction, and we will see the numerator, one side is 27 and another side is 20. So 27 is greater than 20. Like this, students, if the fractions are mixed fraction, first of all, we will convert them into improper fraction. Then we will change them into like fraction, and then we will compare which fraction is greater and which fraction is smaller. Now, compare mixed fraction and improper fraction. One fraction is mixed fraction and another one is improper fraction. One is 5, 1 by 3, and next one is 19 upon 3. So we will convert this improper fraction, this fraction into improper fraction. So 5 into 3 plus 1 upon 3 is equal to 16 upon 3. And the right side is 19 upon 3. Both are like fraction because both are having the denominator 3. But we know that 19 is greater than 16. We will see the numerator. 19 is greater, so we will put the sign of the greater towards 19. So 19 upon 3 is greater than 16 upon 3. In this way, students, if one is fraction, mixed fraction, and another is improper fraction, we can compare them. Now we will write the ascending order. Ascending order means from smaller to bigger. For equal bottom fraction, greater top fraction, greater fraction. If the bottom is same, means denominator is same. So the greater numerator, the greater fraction. But it to equal top fraction, the top fraction is equal, means numerators are equal. Then greater bottom, the smaller fraction. This is the rule of writing ascending order as well as for the descending order. Let us take some examples. Arrange in ascending order. The question is 8 upon 9, 3 upon 9, 5 upon 9, 2 upon 9, 7 upon 9. This is our sum. So the denominators are same. All the denominators are 9. So they are like fraction. So we will see the numerator in the ascending order are 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is the order of the numerators. So let us write the fraction in the ascending order. 2 upon 9, 3 upon 9, 5 upon 9, 7 upon 9, and 8 upon 9. This is the case if the denominators are same. We will look at the numerator, the smaller numerator, the smaller fraction, the greater numerator, the greater fraction. Now, we will take the other example where the denominators are not same, but the numerators are same. In this sum, all the numerators are 5. So, we will see that the denominators write down in the descending order. The descending order of the denominator is 12, 11, 9, 8, 6. So let us write the fraction of this. Fraction is from ascending order. So which one is smallest? 5 upon 12, then 5 upon 11, 5 upon 9, 5 upon 8, and 5 upon 6. If the numerators are same, so we will see the denominator. So the greater denominator, smallest fraction. This is the rule if the numerators are equal. Now we will write in descending order. Descending order means from biggest to smallest. Here is the example: 12 upon 14, 6 upon 14, 9 upon 14, 11 upon 14, and 5 upon 14. These are like fractions. All the denominators are 14, that is same. So in this case, when the denominators are same, the numerators in the descending order are 12, 11, 9, 6, and 5. So how we will write the fraction? The fraction we will write that 12 upon 14, 11 upon 14, 9 upon 14, 6 upon 14, and 5 upon 14. This is the descending order of the like fraction if the fractions are having the same denominator. So let us take the other example, which is having the same numerators. Here in this sum, all the numerators are 12. So if the numerators are same, what we will see? We will see the denominators. Now the denominators in the order are 15, 16, 23, 27, and 34. So what we will write in the order? 12 upon 15, 12 upon 16, 12 upon 23, 12 upon 27, and 12 upon 34. This is the way to write the descending order. With this, your chapter 10, exercise A and B are over. Thank you and have a nice day.